Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is one that you guys have been requesting, and I brought some homies to help me out with it. We're talking the bow today. I am joined by Paradise as usual, and we've got one of the other team members here, and that is Vesmore, who loves a bit of bow. So how can I not invite him to jump on and talk about bow? So this isn't going to be like a full-on madness guide, saga, epilogue, and 4-hour movie. This is just going to be us offloading. We do these on stream. Like, someone comes in and be like, how do I play bow? And we just jump into the training room.
Yeah.
And we just bang through.
Course, you know.
Yeah, we just give you a crash course. It might be missing some things, but this is exactly what you need to just get started with the bow. And if you are a sweat, you go out on Google and you go search some more, or you watch our weapon workshop, which will have a load more detailed information on there. And it's about 30 minutes of your time. You can sit down there and love it with all the woo music and the woo noises. You're gonna love it. So let's get into it, and if you do enjoy the video, then like and subscribe, and if you have any additional information for people trying to get into bow, drop it down below, because we might have missed out some things, and we probably are going to miss out some things, because there's some things that you don't even need to know, that you don't even need to really incorporate in your day-to-day life using bow, but people will put it in their guides and stuff, and people want to know that. So definitely comment down below. This is kind of like a resource for all of us to come together and find out everything and all the little nuances of the bow. So yeah, bow, what is it? It's kind of like a ranged melee weapon, if you really think about it now. It's like, yeah, it's like completely changed since like World, and it's kind of become a lot more faster, and it's a ranged weapon. I think it's one of the coolest ranged weapons. I feel like it's I don't know, there's just hits and taps. When you're basically Legolas, so that's why you want to pick up the bow. So yeah, you know what's up. 100%. So one of the questions that I actually have, like, a load of people ask in streams as well, and I just wanted to get this out of the way, is like, what are the different shop types and how do they work and whatever. So I've set us all up with different shop types to illustrate this fact. Paradise is posing because he just loves life. Like, he's just like, hey, look at my...
Yeah, the bow poses are pretty cool.
The
bow poses are that's a flex. That's a flex. So I've got a rapid bow on, and you can see that the more that I shoot, the different levels. So every level that you shoot out, so every time you shoot a shot with the bow, if you shoot fast enough, it will level up the shot, which means that it would probably shoot more arrows. There probably is some like exception to the rule, but every time you shoot, it increases the amount of arrows that you shoot. Rapid specifically shoots like a close cluster of arrows, while Paradise, what you on?
So I have the spread bow. So if I do a few shots here, you'll sort of see that the final level really does fan a bit more.
Yeah.
So you see that it's a wider spread. A few of them actually miss
Yeah.
because it's such a wide spread, and I have some distance here.
It's the shotgun bow.
I'm not really feeling spread as much, so I ended up using like rapid a lot more. But
Same.
Vest, what you on? You're on probably second best for me.
Yeah, definitely. This is Pierce. So the idea is that you shoot out just like a very thin line of arrows, or just a single arrow in some cases, and it goes through the monster. It actually like will penetrate and go through. So if I stop hitting the head and I go like down here instead, I mean, if you went to the back, you'd probably actually see it go through.
Let me go to the back.
Is it coming out?
It does.
Yeah, there you go. So this is what Dragon Piercer kind of came from in Worlds. Of course, Dragon Piercer is still a thing. But yeah, like they kind of got rid of the shot types in World, obviously, and made it Dragon Piercer. But it's back, so yeah, pretty cool. It's the longer range option as well, so the kind of
very good for those thick, long monsters.
Yeah, yeah, you know, the snake boys. It's very good.
So yeah, the other thing that you need to know about bows, super easy thing, is your coatings. So if you aim down sights and you scroll through your menu, you can apply your coatings. I've actually got my buttons switched around, so it's a bit easier for me to do it. I can just do it with up and down on the D-pad. If you want to do that, you can check my settings video on the best controller settings for like World players, and you can just scroll through, and if you press X, it will apply the coating. I've got power shots. So power shots are your go-to. They do the deeps. Then you've got close range, which does the deeps but at a closer range. Yeah. And then you have your status coatings, which are like your sleep, your paralysis, your poison, all of that stuff. And a quick tip with those ones is once you have them applied, make sure that you're charging to the max level and you're shooting at the weakest point of the monster, and it should apply it a lot quicker than if you just shot like super far away or didn't charge up to that max level. So you can obviously run around while you're charging as well and do whatever, but sleep. This is what makes the bow. Like, the bow is so sick because it's got the status and it's got like the damage as well. So it's kind of like a jack of all trades,
very versatile
type thing.
weapon, definitely.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to go over and make sure that everybody is aware of: critical range.
Whoa.
So you'll see on your your UI that there's an orange the reticule. Why did that word elude me? The reticule goes orange. That means you're in crit range. If I move back with the 2 circles, if I move back out, it will the crit range will reduce, and that's when you're not in critical range. And when you're in critical range, you're doing more deeps. So stay in critical range.
So
different coatings impact the critical range as well.
I think what could be like a really good like demonstration is just to show like different shot type ranges. Like if you just go to like, the edge of your critical range. This is the edge of my critical range where I am right now.
Is that the edge of your critical
so
range?
I'm like, I this is like the long range sniper shot type, you know. Still, you probably wouldn't want to be this far out, but this is like the game is telling me this is the edge. Like, so if
what's
you
your
guys,
critical range, Paradise?
Yeah.
So if I go any further back, it will turn yellow, which will mean I'm out of that critical range. This is the power coatings for this bow. So this is the farthest away that I can be with this bow, with this coating, and do optimal damage.
Cool. Can you go a bit closer and find out the optimal range of close range so that you can just demonstrate it?
Yeah, so if I slot close range in, I'm still within range here. It's actually about this. It's very similar.
It's about the same.
It's because you're using a spread type bow, which is like that has basically the shortest critical range.
Okay,
anyway.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
correct.
Like, so for me, like my close range, just as a comparison, then is apparently here. So much more like the rapid range. So it's kind of interesting. Definitely.
Fair enough.
So you can guess that with spread shot like I have, you want to be closer anyway because it's a wide fan of arrows.
Yeah. So for bow, for the combo that you're doing, simple one. There are different variations of this, and you can play it more like whirl bow if you want to, but just shoot, power shot. If you want it to be more efficient and stuck in place, you can go shoot, power shot, or you can. If you got, does anyone of us have the charge shot thing on so that you can show them like dodge dancing and the shots and stuff, or do you? Have, dodge bolt. You do. Okay, cool. Could you show them? Yeah. So as you can see, Vest is dodging there, and it's actually charging up his shots.
Yeah.
So one of the things that people used to do in World is shoot, power shot. I just missed. Shoot, power shot, and then dodge, and then shoot, power shot, which also does a really lot, like some nasty damage. So definitely something that you can work on. But Paradise, show them the special move.
Ooh.
The ultimate.
Yeah.
So basically, once you've unlocked your switch skill, your third switch skill, aerial aim, your whole bow life is about to change. You're given the gauntlet with the infinity stones in it. That's what it feels like for me. Literally, you do the skill, it uses one silk bug, you fly into the sky, you let loose one lot of arrows, followed up by 2 manual shots and even a stab on the way down. So I'll do it with no inputs just to make it sort of really easy and clear. With no inputs, you shoot once, you drop back down. But if you do you can do 2 additional attacks in the sky and follow up with the stab on the way back down, and the damage is incredible on this aerial shot. It's so good. Here we can see, look, the damage without even building any charge, just by straight jumping in the sky, is so good. And you can incorporate this into your combo as well. So you could do this as like the finisher of your combo, so that you jump into the sky with the highest charge, and then the subsequent shots will cycle through your next like combo of charges as well. So I don't play a tremendous amount of bow traditionally in Monster Hunter games, but with this aerial shot, I am loving bow so much. It is so fun to fly over a monster's attack, rain arrows from above down on them, and then stab them on the way back down. Oh yeah, it's so satisfying.
It feels great. Like,
yeah. So with that shot as well, remember it actually scales with your last charge level.
Yes.
So make sure that you try to use it on your last charge level, not your first one. And you'll get some more deeps than if you just did it on your first one, which is pretty cool. And we have a feeling that it does more damage than in the air. So I don't know if Paradise or someone can demonstrate it, like one of you guys can demonstrate.
I can give a very good demonstration here. I have got, as you will see, literally no armor, no talisman, no skills on. There's no chance for any error in here with landing a crit or anything like that.
Right.
So if I do 3 shots on his head, I hit 7, 27, 36. And I'll do it once more just to show there's no variation. 7, 27, I messed up there. 7, 27, 36. That is consistently what I'll get if I shoot his head on the ground, cycling through my level 1, level 2, level 3 charge on this bow. If I do aerial aim, which is going to use charge level 1, 2, and 3, because I'm just going to do it straight off of the floor, you'll see that the damage numbers are actually a bit higher. We hit 35, 46, 46. There is definitely some kind of damage increase for doing this, whether it's that you're holding charges or something to do with the fact that those arrows shoot power shots. There's something in there that is making it do more damage than on the ground.
Yeah, could you just go up to your maximum level of charge and just like show that off as well?
Yeah, so I'll just do it again, just to show it once more. 7, 27, 36.
Yeah.
Now if I'll do one again just straight up from the ground, because the damage numbers are very consistent. 35, 46, 46. So now we'll do one with maximum charge level. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll jump. And we hit 46, 46, 46. So by going from our final charge, we're actually hitting higher on that first shot, and then we're capping out on the next 2. Which, as you can see, is just great for your DPS.
Real quick,
so,
just because I know there will be some naysayers who are, know the bow and will probably be like, well, you don't have the mighty bow feather on, so all that's happening is it's pushing you to level 4. I've got that on. I've got a full set on.
All right, show us Vest.
Let me charge up to level 4. So this is a level 4 charge here. That comes out as 60 regular and 75 with affinity. Just remember that. Obviously, I've got like weakness exploit on. So if I do this, and then I go higher, you'll see that I'm actually hitting there for 78 regular and 98 on the crits. So it's like I am going beyond the level 4 charge. The Silk Bug move itself is adding some sort of damage multiplier. Like I don't have Silkbind boost on this, so it's not that. So yeah, who knows what it is. What's interesting to note is that, like, if I were to shoot like a secondary charge, it does 32 and 40, right? If I were to just do this is like a second charge, that does 42. So it's like there's clearly some sort of like modifier being applied because of the Silk Bug shot. I don't know what it is. Don't know what the percentage is, but
whatever it is, it makes it super powerful. Great DPS. Yeah. Once you've got that switch skill, this is going to be your primary focus. You want to be lining up to get those aerial aim shots on the monster, and because you jump high, a lot of monsters' heads are quite high, and you have a really easy time landing those weak point hits on monsters' heads, if that is their weak point.
Definitely.
All right. Vest, can you just do that again and just check it compared to your power shot as well? Could you do your power shot on the ground and just check it?
Yeah, sure. So just full charge?
Yeah, full charge.
Alright, cool. So of course, yeah, I mean that was 2 power shots I suppose, but what's it called? So I'll do a shot on a power shot basically, on the head.
Yeah.
There we go. So obviously it's going to be skewed because I do have a weakness exploit, but it was 60 without crit, 75 with crit. If I were
do it in the air now?
Yeah, if I were to charge up, shot. So I accidentally shot twice. Hold on 1 sec. There you go. I keep forgetting that it automatically lets one out. Yeah, so it's 78 is the high.
Oh, that's huge.
So yeah,
that's
it's
increase.
really nice.
I just wanted to make sure. I was getting nervous. I was like, maybe it's power shot that's like creeping through there, but I just wanted to make sure that it was.
No, definitely.
There's definitely some extra
and
juice there or something.
The thing that's crazy is these are pre-power coating numbers. I can go way into the hundreds with power coating, which is just kind of crazy. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Like I have had people come into my streams and be like, what are these damage numbers like? And they're just like, what? Like, so it's the reaction I get every day we stream this game. So like, yeah, it's nuts, man. Like,
are we going to even talk about the other switch skills? Do we really need to talk about the other ones? So
I don't think we need to.
Not really.
I think if you're looking to jump on the bow as an alt weapon or as a new player that wants to try a new experienced like ranged weapon, because I think a lot of people use the melee weapons in this. I think we've explained the basics. You literally just want to cycle your shots, finish with the power shot, and then once you get there, aerial aim opens up a whole new world of like crazy DPS. Like that is your quick start guide to bow. You know.
Yeah.
But
let's just talk about the differences between the power shot and the absolute power shot. So the absolute power shot,
yeah, I suppose that is worth it. Yeah.
it does some KO and takes more stamina, and the other one does takes less stamina. And what is the other?
So it has nothing to do with damage. It's literally you take it's about, I don't know, I'd say like maybe a quarter or so more stamina it takes from a power shot in exchange for giving you some stun damage. I don't know for sure, but I have Slugger on my set personally because I feel like it works, because us, like, we all get like quite a few KOs.
Yeah.
And we get that KO pretty quickly, right? So
I think it works really good in like multiplayer. Maybe if you're doing like solo sweat hunts, then you might not necessarily see like a lot of them, but definitely you have the opportunity in multiplayer hunts to just destroy with it as well, in conjunction with other people doing KO as well. Like it's a very good team asset. It will like push you just over that level to get that KO
for sure,
and finish it up with not that much of a sacrifice, because it's just some stamina, and I don't feel like stamina's been a huge factor for me. But
I think I can give a little insight into why I don't think stamina is as important as perhaps it used to be for bow, and that's simply because the aerial aim, you can do it when you have 0 stamina, and you can still let loose the full 3-shot volley.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have stamina. You'll land and you'll be completely drained out of stamina, so you won't be able to reposition or dodge something if you've dropped down into a bad location. But you can still keep your DPS uptime, just keep on going by doing aerial aim. You don't have to worry about your stamina too much. And as a new player to the bow, that's great. That's going to get you familiar with your learning the charges, your positioning, and getting used to those switch skills,
Stamina is still hugely important and top priority for bow, but it's not like as mad as it was in like previous games, because you do have like this kind of get out of jail free card.
Exactly.
Like
I've been managing like you can use it as another dodge basically, as long as you've got so that's really nice. The good thing about it as well is
I'll just show it right now as well. I'll drain out my stamina, and I'll show that you can still go into the sky. So I'm drained, I'm in the sky, and I'm still shooting all my shots.
Well, what you'll probably notice as well
is... I can even go straight again.
Yeah, well, what you'll notice is as you're going up, like, you should be regaining some stamina anyway. So, like, skills like, stamina surge specifically are going to be, like, really, really nice for that. Maybe even more so over, traditional stuff like Constitution. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Off the top of your head, give the people some armor piece recommendations for bow. I know you've been building some sets. I haven't built any sets at all, so I don't know. So
that's
off the top of your head, just really quick, some rundowns, what they should be looking for, skills, all of that.
So, so the skills you're looking for depends on so shot type up is really good. I've only tested rapid, unfortunately, and level 3 of that gets you 20% increase. So the shell studded has a ton of shot types up, so maybe play with those. Vake. The Vake set has a lot of rapid up, like normal shot type up. So if you're using a rapid bow, which is my personal favorite, that I would 100% recommend. I got really lucky with a talisman and got normal shots up too. So what's it called? I can kind of forgo that, but that's cool. Obviously, weakness exploit is really good. Again, Spio Elytra is absolutely mandatory on all these sets that use crit. I believe 2.6 actually has a video on that if you want to check out how you get that.
There you go, the cross sell right there, guys. Go check that video out.
Check that out. What's it called? The Mighty Bow Feather is the head slot that is 100% mandatory as well on most builds. It gives you that aforementioned bow charge plus skill I was talking about that gets you to charge level 4. And charge level 4 is like just a flat damage increase over charge level 3, so that will definitely give you like a lot of DPS. Other than that, like I really like, obviously attack boost is good. Maybe play with Slugger, play with some of these stamina skills like Constitution and Stamina Surge over like something like Marathon Runner. You don't really need that. But yeah, I would say, yeah, just essentially the general kind of damage stuff, Critical Eye, Weakness Exploit, Attack Boost. I have not really done a foray into elemental bowing just yet, but I do know that it is good because it is always good. So obviously stuff like
we did some elemental
I believe 260
stuff on on Diabolos and a couple of other like elemental stuff, and I definitely feel it's the same thing. It was the same thing in World, like elemental bows, and it's just been the thing since the start of time. Just element and bow and status and bow and all of the other stuff that isn't raw just is king when it comes to using a bow. So
definitely
go after that stuff and you'll just collapse monsters. Like you'll see some damage numbers. If you want to know how much the damage numbers are, just pick up the ice bow, go fight Diabolos, shoot his wings. That's the thing. Make sure that you're hitting the right elemental or hit zones, because they're different than the melee weapons. It isn't always the head with like gunning weapons and stuff like that. So check in your book, your hunter's notes, and you know what element to exploit and what where to shoot as well on the monster, so that you are getting the most damage. Sometimes it's like even the tail or their left bum cheek, so make sure that you are checking that.
Actually showing that right now, so if you pop over to my perspective here, you can see that. No, not that. Come on. You can see that
platform for that one, best.
You can see that Nagakuga here has the shot type hit zone is best on the tail. So just have a look at each monster before you think. I'm not showing Nagakuga's left bum cheek. Okay, don't.
I had a video on rampage skills yesterday as well, so one to look out for is obviously elemental exploit, because if you're going for like elemental bows, then make sure that you are like checking it out and doing whatever. There are other couple of skills that are like just attack ones and affinity ones that you can go for as well, and even a Silkbind boost one is one that maybe could be applied to some other ones with using the trick that I showed you on yesterday's video, or yesterday's video. Then definitely check that out and make sure that you know what you're doing there, because it might create some spicy bows as a whole. But I think that's it. Actually, one thing I do want to go over is the dodge bolt. So if you are a sick guy with your weapon and you know how to use your dodges, because you're a longsword player and you're coming over to the bow for the first time, and you're dodging God, you can use this to like counter the monster. It will do some damage at the same time, and you can also it'll raise your charge level, because in our review video we didn't know what it actually did. But it actually raises your charge level, which is really good. So I like it. If you hit the hit and you get the taps, you'll get additional charge level on that. Paradise, you sounded like you wanted to say something.
One thing to say, okay?
Yeah.
If you're not using aerial aim, bad, and you need to use it because it's very bad.
I love how that's just a thing in our videos now. It's just like it's just like that. You gotta use it. Come on. It's just like a meme now, like. Anyway, guys, I think that's what we are uploaded. If there's anything missing from our like info dump onto you guys and all of that knowledge splurged, then definitely make sure that you drop it in the comments down below. We didn't leave it out on purpose. I just feel like these are the core stuff that kind of make the bow function and is a good place for people on the bow to start. If you want to know about like damage numbers and all of the scaling and stuff, there's other resources on the internet that you can go to find those out. But for now, if you just want to jump into a hunt with a bow and just clap some falls and just do a madness, then this is the way to do it. I recommend using Rapid. I just feel like Rapid, that tight cluster of arrows, just works so well for the bow. I recommend using your aerial aim at the end of your combo. I recommend trying to get a bow that is elementally matched with the monster's weakness that you're going after. I recommend shooting those weak points, and I recommend going after skills that are gonna increase the elemental damage. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. If you do have if you are building a set for element, then stick in the gems as well. You can create these from the smithy quite easily and quite cheaply, and you can just put those in and it'll raise the elemental level of your bow, meaning that you do even more damage. I think Paradise has got an ice bow with like 65 damage or
I think
elemental
it's
damage.
63, it's 63, 64, that sort of area, which is incredible for a bow, especially when they're weak to it.
Yeah.
So that's a huge like damage increase on like just having none of those spec'd in. So definitely make sure that you are using that on the bow. And then after that, we didn't even talk about Dragon Piercer, did we? Someone show off like the Dragon Piercer.
You know what? I can do a little test, right?
Yeah.
Any bow OGs will know this one. Okay, you know. 1, 2, 3, Dragon Pierce.
The classic.
So
it actually does clap, like, which is kind of mad.
Dragon Piercer
Especially
is not to
Ibushi.
be slept on.
Yeah.
Let me.
Like-
You guys want to see a real Dragon Piercer?
Yeah, go on. Bust a little Dragon Piercer for us.
With my Pierce set. Okay, it's gonna claw.
Yeah.
So you want to either finish the combo with Dragon Piercer, or like I did there, use your dodges to build the charges up to get a Dragon Piercer out.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get the head down.
Oh,
You ready?
he wants that extra deep.
Extra damage.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Hey, that's
damage.
1,000. That's not bad. Also, we take those. We take those.
Indeed.
And
This
this
is
is on
without
like
power
a
cake
chunky
as well.
target. He's not that long
Yeah.
in comparison to certain monsters.
Okay, cool. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more of these videos where it's a bit more casual than a guide that you need to listen to for like all the crazy information, it's just us like bantering while trying to tell you guys how to play the weapon, then definitely say in the comment box down below. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and check out Paradise's videos, and I think Vess has got some videos on the main channel as well. So Paradise's video, what you got uploaded today, Paradise?
So today we're going to be going into a bit of a Palico guide and how you can get one of the best Palicos in the game that will help you in your hunts.
Ooh, I'll definitely have to be watching that. That's very useful.
And Vess, where can people catch you?
You can catch me over on twitch.tv/Vesmore, or on the main channel. You know? Yep.
Yes. And by the way, he's not my brother.
He's not. Yeah, we are not. We're not related.
We might just both have long hair.
Preemptively, yeah.
But he's not my brother, man. Alright, cool, guys. Peace out. Laters.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.